the goal is to find the minimum number of coins needed to make amount, where each coin can be used unlimited times. So the cleanest approach is just your bottom-up dynamic programming. Now suppose you have this 1 to 5, your amount that you want to reach is 11. The way you reach this is by taking 2, 5 and 1 coin. So the answer is 3. So instead of solving for 11 directly, we solve smaller amounts first, and this is the whole DP solution. So if we want to calculate 11, we have to see that the last coin that we could use. So in this case, if it's 1, if the last coin is 1, then we do 10 plus 1. So dp of 11 equals to dp of 10 plus 1. If the last coin is 2, then we check 2, which means this will be, so how is this calculated? How is this 9 calculated? This 9 is calculated by taking your total that you have to reach to, so your amount minus the coin that you're using. So 11 minus 2 is 9, and then you calculate the dp of 9. And if the last coin is 5, then you do 11 minus 5, which is 6. So you have to calculate dp of 6, and then you can just do minimum of all of this, and then we take the best. So in general, what are you doing? dp of I, if this is your I that you have to calculate, right? Then dp of I, as explained, is dp of I minus the coin that you're using plus 1. So this is the solution. So if we just break it down, this is your dp array. I'm assigning it to float infinity. You can also assign it to be amount plus 1. So if this is, you can also turn this float into amount plus 1, because the max you will ever want to reach is your amount. So you can assign it any number more than the amount. Technically, I've just used infinity. So we create a dp of value infinity, and the size is your amount plus 1. Now dp of 0 is 0. Now this is important because this just means that to make amount 0, we need 0 coins. So this just gives us the starting point. So dp of 0 is equal to 0. For I in range, you start with 1, you go all the way up to amounts plus 1, and then from the coins array, you try every coin. So as far if the coin does not exceed your I, then you do this dp. What do you calculate? You take the I that you are at, you subtract the coin plus 1. So if you take this example, so in this example, initially this is our array. So I equals to 1, you try 1 coin. So dp of 1 equals to I minus the coin plus 1. So I minus coin will be 0, because you are using coin 1, and then I is 1, so dp of 0 plus 1 equals to 1. So you fill the dp array. Then I equals to 2, you're still in this if loop if coin is less than or equal to I. So you can use this coin. You try for coin 1. So dp of 2 equals to I minus coin. I is 2 minus 1. So dp of 1 plus 1. 1 plus 1, 2. Now you can also try coin 2, because if coin is less than or equal to 2, coin is 2 equals to 2, coin is 2, I is 2. So you can still use this. So what was the formula? I minus coin. I is 2, coin is 2, so you have to calculate dp of 0 plus 1, which is 1. And slowly you will just fill the whole dp array, and this will look like this. Now in order to calculate the total amount, you will simply return the value at the last index. If you can't reach anything, then you will simply return minus 1. Now this is the most important line. Line 8 is the most important line in the course. So what you are doing is, what this means is that if I use coin, which means the current coin, as my final coin, then how many coins did I need to make the amount before it? So at every point you just ask this question. So if your I is 11, if your I is, for example, 11 and your coin that you're using is 5, so you basically ask that if this coin is the final coin, then I minus 5 is what? 6. So then you will ask, how many coins did I need to make this 6? And because we are at 11, it means we have already calculated the dp of 6, which we know it will be 2, right? We have already calculated it. So you just have to go in this way and solve this question. So if this is 2, this is one of the coins, so 2 plus 1 is equals to 3, and this is like 3 is your answer. So this is the whole dp idea. And at the end, if dp amount is not equal to float infinity, which is what you set it to, then you return the dp amount, like the final amount, or else you just return minus 1.